You are going to learn about the best SMMA outreach methods right now. Think of this as your SMMA outreach tier list. Some outreach methods just simply do not work as well as they used to work. They're hyper competitive, verging on saturation, and they cause you to get ignored by business owners. Look, if you run a social media marketing agency or you want to run a social media marketing agency, you need a really good outreach system. And to have a good outreach system, you need to be using an outreach method that actually works. You put your focus in the wrong area and you won't get results. You put your focus in the right areas, you'll get double the results with less effort. So if you want more results with less time spent, watch till the end of this video. All right, guys, you know things are getting pretty damn serious when I pull out the whiteboard. Doesn't happen that often, but when it does, shit's about to get real. So the SMMA outreach tier list. Now, I do want to say that we're actually not going to tier these completely because I feel that these change every couple of months. So we're not going to rank them 1 to 5. We're going to rank them A, B, C, D, and E. So outreach method A is Instagram. You have a few options, okay? You've really 3 main options, okay? You have 1, set up a business page. 2, use your personal page, or set up a backup, right? So like if you don't want to use your personal page for whatever reason, you could use a backup account. And then finally, you use what we call a theme page. For example, let's say you want to go into the skincare industry. That's going to be your niche. Well, you could buy a skincare page. Okay, so you could buy an existing page, or you create your own where you post content about skincare tips and you grow the following organically. I have used all 3 and the best results definitely come from personal page, then theme page, and business page definitely last. Because when you're messaging from a business page, they know you're a business. We don't want them to know we're a business. We want to just have a chat, provide some value, hopefully book them on a free call. And we don't want this to deter them. Okay, B on our list is LinkedIn. Now, one of my students, Rachel, I'm going to use her as an example. She literally just quit her 9 to 5. She built up her agency while she was still working her 9 to 5, and she purely used LinkedIn. Now, at the time of recording this video, she's above 3.5K a month, closing in on the 4K a month mark. And all of her clients have come from LinkedIn. You know, this comes from kind of two main areas, right? One is outreach, as you would do on any other platform, adding people, connecting with them, sending messages, and posting content, okay? Because anybody she, outreaches to will then, if they accept, they get added to her network. And even if they don't move forward with her right away, at least they then get to see her content. And this content kind of retargets and opens up conversations maybe 1 or 2 months down the line. So yeah, absolutely killer platform. In my agency, we have had slightly better results with Instagram compared to LinkedIn, but it clearly works really well. Okay, outreach method C is going to be TikTok. I have not seen anybody else talk about this. I feel like nobody's talking about this. Nobody's addressing the elephant in the room. That's what I like to call TikTok right now. It's the elephant of outreach because there's so many opportunities on TikTok. Now, similar to LinkedIn, you can take the 2 approaches, okay? So you can either just do outreach, not directly on the platform, because to message a brand or a business or anybody on TikTok, they have to follow you. So you're going to have to find them on TikTok and then find them on LinkedIn or Instagram or email, okay? So TikTok is really just a bridge and you can't do all the outreach directly there. Now, on the flip side, if you want to start your own personal brand, right, you could start posting content on TikTok about what you do, clients you help, marketing, tips and tricks, marketing stats. And then you can get inbound leads that feed into your TikTok. So people are going to come to you, book calls with you directly. And let me just tell you that this right here it's more of a long-term play. It's, more difficult to crack this, and it's unlikely that you're going to see results straight away with this. But in the long term, you might be able to just not do outreach. Okay. Like you may be able to book 2 calls, 3 calls, 4 calls a day with 0 outreach. So I wouldn't recommend that you put all your focus on this. But definitely, if you have free time, build this up in the background. And I recently released my TikTok Accelerator program, which is specifically for people that either want to grow their own personal brand on TikTok or want to get social media marketing clients on TikTok, or they want to start their own coaching consulting business through TikTok. So if you want more info about that, message me on Instagram and I can shoot you over all the details. Okay, let me just resize this and we can continue on to D. So who's ready for the D? Not me. No, thank you. Okay, so we're going to go with cold email. Okay, it's a pretty hot topic, and I feel like this has been a hot topic for a minute, right? Everybody has tried cold email at some stage. It's similar to LinkedIn. We've also paused cold email in my agency over the last few months, simply because it worked. But again, this right here has always worked the best for us. Now, this is not probably going to be the best for you. Okay, one of these may work way better. So you really do need to test all of these instead of just taking what works for me, because that works for me dependent on so many different factors that you don't know about. So one of these may work way better for you. Now, my big problem with cold email, and this has always been our big problem, is lead sourcing. Okay, you could have, a great email flow, a great cold email. That's really not the problem. In fact, I think that's the easy part, because you just have to find maybe 100 people, send out the emails, then keep tweaking those emails to the next batch of 100 and the next batch of 100. And you just keep tweaking it until it works really, really well. So to be honest, the email sending part is easy. It's the lead sourcing. Okay, so where do you get leads? Option one is you manually source your leads. Okay, so we call this manual scraping. Let's say you find them on Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. But my thoughts here are always, why are we going to cold email them when we've already found them on these platforms? Okay, so if you're going to do this approach, what I'd recommend you do is you message them on Instagram and then you cold email them, because you've gone to the effort, you've found them here. So why not just message them and cold email them as well? And what a lot of people do is they buy lead lists. Okay, so there's lots of softwares out there, like D7 Lead Finder. I'm not going to give you all of them, right? I see Leads. There's so many softwares out there. The common problem I see with these softwares is that when you generate a list of 1,000 real estate agents in the Florida region, for example, you're not the only person that has seen that list, right? If it's public knowledge and it's in a public database, other people are going to be getting access to that as well. So you could be sending, really good cold emails to the same people that have been cold emailed like 100 other times that month by other marketers or other agency owners or other sales coaches or other business development people. And that is my issue that's my biggest issue with cold email. It's that people tend to rely on lead lists, and they think, oh my God, I'll pay $50 a month. I'll get 50,000 leads. If just 1% of those convert, I'll be making a ton of money. But again, that's probably not going to happen, because of the fact that you're hitting people that are already hit up. You're hitting people where their email is old, their email hasn't been verified, your emails start to bounce, they start to go to spam. And it's a lot more technical, okay? To do cold email effectively, you have to have what we call a burner domain, and you got to basically maintain your sending reputation. You get me, right? If you're a beginner to this, there's just so many things that can go wrong, where you could have great email, great way of sourcing leads, but then if your emails are going to spam, you've got a huge issue, and it's not the easiest thing to fix. And a super hot one right now is Etsy. And I say hot in the fact that, again, not many people are speaking about this. So if you go to Etsy, right, you're going to find people and businesses. You're going to find small-time business owners, just running a side hustle from their bedroom, selling anything from candles to jewelry. But you're also going to find businesses, right? Like big businesses that just use Etsy as another way of getting sales. There is huge opportunity here, because you can easily search for businesses with a keyword. You just type in your keyword and you can filter based on location, the price of their products, and you can see the number of orders that they've received. And if you know the number of orders, you can then, or even the number of reviews, you can calculate how much roughly they've made on the platform. And here's the thing, most Etsy sellers want to be able to sell off of Etsy, because of course there are fees involved with being on that platform. So you could either help them get their own e-commerce side of their business set up. You could help them build up their social media so that they can send more people to Etsy, or build their social media to send more people to their brand new website. All right. So many opportunities with Etsy, and Etsy is just one of, dozens of platforms like this. You can use Amazon. You can use a ton of different platforms like this. And you can probably think of some businesses that are on here, or some other platforms that will include not just e-commerce businesses, but service-based businesses, because that's the thing with Etsy. It's mainly e-commerce, so mainly small businesses selling physical products, usually low retail value, but there are other platforms that you should look at. And there we go. That is the tier list. Now we could make a part 2 of this video. If you guys want that, of course, drop a comment. Let me know if you want a part 2. Write number 2 in the comments and we can get that done. So there you have it. Those are my 5 favorite outreach methods right now for your own social media marketing agency. If you want to get more help and you want to work one-to-one with me and my team so we can help you build out and test this outreach system hand in hand, scroll down to the description of this video, click the link to the 6-figure accelerator program, opt in, watch the demo video, and if you feel like it's a right fit for you, go ahead, join us and we'll book you in for your onboarding call so we can get you started right away.